As you can see, this is an old Montgomery Ward machine. This is an Eldridge Rotary, custom made for Montgomery Wards to sell exclusively. It's got this door on the front that is fantastic and streamlined, hides the lamp, and also hides the Eldridge Rotary threading area. I've kind of started. This machine was out of a cabinet. It's filthy. It's going to get dumped in the bath. I've got the bobbin cover needle plate off, and it's going to get soaked in penetrating fluid and just sonic cleaner bathed about this deep. But the lamp has a couple contacts in the door, which I guess I'm going to move this and look at the back a little bit. Alright, so inside the door, these two contacts are for the lamp, and they just push onto a couple of other bare contacts in there. So when this door is open, when the machine is plugged in, there is live electricity like right here that you can get at for mains power. Yeah, so this is creative, but definitely not something that you'd be allowed to make anymore. And certainly something that, like, if you own one of these machines, you should keep thought with that, because while the machine is plugged in and you're trying to thread, the live contacts are right here, so if you're fishing around or anything, you could get right at them. In fact, I think I can, yeah, this cover plate on the end there, two live contacts, so definitely don't leave the machine plugged in while you're cleaning inside and oiling it. This machine also has the Chicago style plug on it, the 2 pins, and this double round socket that Belden's originally made. This machine is for a cabinet, so it had a pigtail underneath for the cabinet controller, but this cover comes off and it's got the socket for a foot controller behind this cover, so you could, depending on whether you ordered this machine with a foot controller or the cabinet, they would change this cover out on the socket. So I think, given the safety concerns of that lamp fixture and the fact that I'm going to have to rewire this because the wire from this block down to the foot control is completely rotted out, I'm going to wire this machine directly to a motor control and not wire the lamp up, because it's, I believe, going to end up at a museum or kind of a situation. So I'm hoping it'll be an easy setup, but I haven't exactly decided what to do with it yet. Quick dip in the sonic cleaner. Cleaned the bed off real nice, got the dirt out of there, but more importantly, got all the lint and goop softened up in the bottom of this Montgomery Ward. So now it's turning a little bit, and that's a marked improvement. Be able to start applying oil to everything from the top here. I'm going to turn this around and work on the motor a little bit. I'm going to have to get in and get a test leads on it to check to see how it's doing, and then figure out how I want to rewire it. I'm definitely, because this isn't a cabinet, so I can hide the wiring to go down through the body, and you won't like see anything up above to show that it's not the original wiring. But I still have to make a decision about what exactly to do about that. There are these screw terminals on our Chicago block, and it's hard to get at them. Actually, yeah. So this piece, sorry, that piece comes off. And this is the side that should have the motor connections on it, but yeah, because this has got the remains of the rotting wire from the controller. There we go. Alright. Well, we have motor control from that, and then we can just pull these brown wires out entirely because those are rotten, and then I can work from underneath onto the motor. So the rotten brown controller wire has a nice clip here to keep it from getting in the mechanism. So if I get that out of the way, I should be able to pull. And it's just a insulated fiber and then some, yeah, cloth tape. And the wire had rotted bare underneath that clamp, so have to move around again. Now, as you can see, this main control socket just sat on there with the spacing for all the wires to come through, and it looks like the wires that go up to the lamp are not bad, but I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep them out of the way. And then this brown controller pigtail just popped right out. And the big thing is that the motor wires here are just fabric insulated, so I'm gonna have to make a plan with those. I'm trying to decide, because this cover goes on there, I'm considering just splicing the wires inside the box here. Not using the screw terminals, just splicing them and folding them carefully into the box there. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some wire, I'm going to fish a fresh pigtail down through the machine body, and then I will connect the motor up onto a regular plug so that there can be a 700 motor block hiding in the underneath the machine somewhere. Right. The motor has new wire connected for a plug, and I've reassembled this old connector, and I'm actually going to put it on backwards from the way it was, because then it'll have a neat look here, and I can hide those pigtails between the two dead pins in the other side of the connector. Now I just have to get all this lined up and put these cover screws back on, and this machine will be able to operate and look pretty original, and all the parts inside the connector are there, unused, not alive, not with live voltage on them, and available in case at a later date someone comes along to do a complete restoration on this machine. But I think that is going to be looking good right now.